On live TV right now, I am going to cut my ear off to express my love.
I can't.
Is that how you do it? You just slow, or is it more like a...
Dear Shandy. Welcome back to your brand new Dear Shandy Love is Blind recap, listeners. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
How are you today?
Doing good. Feeling good. Feeling good in Boston.
Still in Boston.
Yeah. Doing my Beantown boxing every day.
Shout out. Andy has been.
Yeah. Johnny and Kaylee running a good boxing show in the park. Go to the park every day, do a little box, come back, feel good.
Oh, Andy. We like Boston, you guys.
Yeah, Boston's good. It's working for me.
Like a lot.
Yeah. Is that wrong?
No.
Am I allowed to say that as a New Yorker? Am I allowed to love Boston?
Well, I think just last week you were talking about how you used to shout, Boston sucks, Boston sucks.
I was wrong. I was wrong.
I gotta say, I can picture living in Boston. I never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
more importantly,
yes,
you have a performance.
Oh, yes. I have a performance tonight. I know this is sort of last minute, but there is a promo code in case you are in Boston and you're like, I want to go to this random opera. And trust me, this opera is random.
Oh, stop downplaying.
No, I just feel it needs to be explained a bit because it is a concert staging. So we're on stage with the orchestra and it's an extremely obscure Menotti opera. However, I think it's beautiful music and I think it's a very funny show. So if you want 20% off, there's a code down below in case you don't have plans tonight. And yeah, come meet Andy. Andy will be there, as will my parents. Okay, Andy. Anything else? Any other housekeeping? Oh, housekeeping. We haven't done this all season. If you enjoyed our recaps, maybe you discovered us through this season and you want more, please subscribe.
More. Please subscribe to Dear Shandy. More.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Commit, Andy. The issue with that was that you...
More.
Yes. Yeah, maybe subscribe, maybe hype this video, maybe leave us an Apple review. Those really go a really long way. And we have just grown that way for 5.5 years. And so it would mean the world to us if you did that.
Yes.
And Andy, shall we get going?
Let's get going.
Okay. I feel weird saying that, like this is how we've grown, but we haven't done the whole PR thing.
We don't do the PR.
Yeah, we're not good at the PR.
Not the P and not the R.
Neither the P nor the R. Okay, so Andy, we are at the reunion. It's time.
It's time.
You like the reunion.
I like reunions. Sometimes they're the best episode.
How would you rank this reunion overall?
I would say this was a little above average.
I agree. I give this reunion like a 7.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
That's exactly right.
Okay, all 150 former cast members.
Except a few. Let's not get crazy.
We see the couples that are still together. And Andy, when you saw Chelsea and Kwame, you were like, wow, they're still together.
Amazing. The longest shot I've seen on this whole franchise.
I think they're the most surprising couple for me of all time of any show we've ever recapped.
Like, do you think they're just every day like, we're going to make this work? I don't care. We're making this work.
I'm torn because on one hand, okay, of course, we're talking about season 4, Seattle, Chelsea, Kwame. No one saw that coming.
No.
But I feel weird now criticizing it because it's been so many years, right? Like clearly they're doing something right. So maybe it was the edit. But that said, I saw what I saw on TV, but what do I know?
They made it work.
Okay, and we see Joe and Jordan sitting together from last season 9.
Jordan is the highest man that's ever been in that theater.
Andy could not stop laughing at how high
Yeah.
he felt.
He was
Jordan
by far the most entertained person that has ever been there.
I feel upset because I thought you were talking about Joe and he also looked high. To be honest, I think these two get high together.
He was less performatively high.
Okay.
Jordan, did you see Jordan?
No, because
I was not watching the same show as you?
No, and I'm upset actually because Jordan is always such eye candy and I was looking at Joe.
Yeah.
Not that Joe. I shouldn't have made that face, but Jordan's the looker.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's interesting because I would think Joe's the looker. I don't know anything. I'm a man.
You think Joe's the looker out of Joe and Jordan from season 9 of Love is Blind?
Yes. Gun to my head, I'd bang Joe over Jordan.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, no, I'm telling you right now.
Not even a question.
Jordan is better in bed.
It doesn't. I'm not looking for better in bed. Okay.
Well,
I'm
you just
looking
said
to get it over with. This is a dare.
Okay. Shandy's chime in. Who do you agree with from season 9 of Love is Blind between Joe and Jordan. Who do you think is better eye candy?
I mean, I'm going to take your word for it.
Okay, so we welcome the cast now. And we start with Christine and Vic. Andy, you were like, oh, they're getting them out of the way. They get right to it. Nick Lachey says, unfortunately, the producers couldn't send more than 6 couples to Mexico.
They just couldn't. They had so much money to spend.
Yeah.
And they went back to Netflix and they said, can we just have another couple grand?
Yeah.
And they're like, absolutely not. We don't have that money.
They're really
What do
committing
you
to
think?
this.
Money grows on trees around here?
Nick asks, how did you feel being the couple chosen to go to Malibu? This was a bit much. And I thought it was funny how Christine, you know, clearly they're not going to be like, well, you thought we were too boring. But Christine jokes that her friends say that she's too boring for reality TV.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they were right.
I mean,
She's good boring. She's exactly the kind of boring everyone should want to be. They shouldn't want to be reality TV exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
You should be Christine.
Yes.
And that's not TV.
Can we just talk about them as a couple? What class act.
Tremendous.
And also can I say, not boring.
No. In
At
their
all.
boringness, they were exciting.
No, it's nice to see a couple get along.
Right. There was no drama. Not one drop. Not one iota. Not one atomic particle of drama.
Even when they were talking about the peeves they have with each other, this was towards
they were
the
ridiculous.
end. They
were
those
more
were
ridiculous than the peeves we have.
But they weren't boring. You notice that?
No, they were good. Specific peeves.
You know, if people didn't want to watch couples getting along, then we wouldn't have anyone watching our recaps.
That is true.
All I'm saying is that there's something to be said about watching a couple actually like each other.
You might say that we are boring. Are we boring?
I don't know.
Oh my God, maybe we're boring.
Okay, they're building a life together in Columbus now. Vic says the best thing about living with Christine is that she makes the home a home.
Aww.
We learn here that a month after the wedding, they had arranged to meet her father, and Vic drove her there and waited in the car. The intention was not to meet her father, but actually it went really well.
Yeah.
And then he ended up meeting him, and she has forgiven him.
Amazing.
And they have seen him a few times and sort of just rebuilt that relationship. I thought this was very touching.
Love is Blind delivers.
Yes. And I really love how this was like a thread for them throughout their whole relationship, where he said he had to work on forgiving his father. He had forgiven his father. And you could see that he had an effect on her,
Yeah.
you know, instead of holding onto the anger, like letting it go. And she even calls forgiving her father a weight off her shoulders. And I just really thought
Amazing.
that perfectly summed up what forgiveness is.
Imagine this show without Vic and Christine. And now you're a producer. You're the producer of this show. And you see what's happening and you see there's no Vic and Christine.
Yeah.
What do?
Well,
You say, no, we cannot afford this.
I feel like you would fire the person whose idea it was to cut them in the first place. Do you think any heads rolled over that?
No, I think heads did the reverse of rolling for the person who decided to bring them back.
Okay. The person who was like, no, we need to bring them back.
Yeah,
that
heads
person got a
were
promotion.
firmly on.
Screwed back on. Okay, so next up we have Amber and Jordan, the other married couple. Except right off the bat, Jordan says their marriage lasted 4 months. Andy,
Ooh.
Andy, we need fanfare for you. Da, 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 da,
All right, that's enough.
Okay. Andy predicted 3 to 6 months.
I mean, to be fair, it was low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I don't take a lot of credit for that.
Well, I have to say, though, that apparently there were spoilers out there that they had broken up.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I think a lot of people thought you knew the spoiler. You did not know the spoiler.
Oh, that sucks. I can't get any credit now because
No.
people have spoilers.
Yeah, no.
That's not fair.
We don't read the spoilers unless they're like shoved in our faces.
But I am impressed with my the 3 to 6 months. Technically, it landed right in the middle of 3 to 6 months. So I feel good about that.
Oh, you nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
All right, I'll take it.
Jordan says that he felt like he was constantly trying to repair a trust that he hadn't broken. And they never even moved in together. And Amber says it's difficult to trust someone who wanted to be at his home in Columbus 5 to 6 nights a week. He always wanted to go out with his friends. And he was like, wait, no, I would drive up, cook dinner for you, and then stay the night, wake up at 5 a.m. to drive back, only to be told those visits don't count. So it becomes a he said, she said, where he describes her getting blackout drunk at a wedding where he was the best man. And it was humiliating for him. He says that she would handle conflict by screaming at him, and eventually it was just an unhealthy place for him and his mental health. And then she comes at him for not saying bye to her daughter, Emma. And he's like, I didn't know how to handle that. Like, I wanted to break up with you in person, but I also didn't want to be like, oh, like, hi, Emma, I'm breaking up with your mother now. Or like, I'm never going to see you again. I gotta say, okay.
I'm with him on this one. I hate to say it.
In general, I'm on the women's side in these things, but I gotta say Jordan's, his version of events lined up with what we saw on the show, which is to say, I don't think that Amber is the best at dealing with conflict in a relationship.
And I think what we saw on the show was how she dealt with conflict when there were a bunch of cameras in her face.
Yes, when she's on a show.
The silent treatment. Now that treatment isn't very silent, I would assume, when there are no cameras.
That made me wonder, yeah. And also, she ends up proving him right. She
proved him right in the moment. It was a live proving of right.
She says, don't effing come into somebody's life if you're going to do that. And she storms off the stage. Andy, you said, Amber Alert. What would happen if there are no cameras? What if they're just alone at home?
She did that in a live studio audience. Like she did that.
Yeah.
She couldn't control herself. Look.
She just proved she ended up showing that he's right.
I am sure she is an absolutely magnificent mother and an absolutely magnificent friend.
Oh my God. I want to be her friend.
What she may not be is an absolutely magnificent partner.
Yeah, I gotta say, seeing just even this moment, you could see the rage and you could even see the rage still boiling in her. And I thought it was so telling when later on they ask Emma and Jessica about their relationship. Even I think it was Jessica. This is when Amber had left the stage, and even then, this is the cue for the girlfriends to be like, oh, we're on Amber's side, especially since Amber's always on the women's side, right? Yeah. But even Jessica was like, no, I love Jordan and Amber. Yeah. Like, they're both great. We were rooting for them.
You know what it was? It was a collective understanding that this wasn't working.
Yes.
And they're both decent people, but this wasn't a decent thing.
Yes. I just think it's very telling that no one had anything bad to say about Jordan.
No one took sides. No one took sides.
And trust me,
it was easy to.
Yes.
Easy.
Super easy to. And I just think her leaving the stage in that moment, all she did was prove him right. And I really like Amber as a friend. I love the girl code friend she is. But I do think, when she was saying, you didn't give me time to work on this. And he's like, I actually think, honestly, 4 months of being in a relationship where you're getting screamed at in a fight, that's his version of events. But it tracks for me anyway, watching her on TV and watching her just in this reunion alone. I understand giving someone time to work on themselves, but I also think she was just sort of like angry.
Yeah.
And that's the energy we're getting from her, is just anger. And I think it's so telling that Emma even said when Amber came into this whole process, she was a man hater. That says a lot.
I mean, it's hard to believe she came out of this process completely not a man hater.
Well, yeah.
But I'd like to think that she's 10% less.
Well, as she herself says, so she eventually cools off, returns to the stage, and Vanessa Lachey asks how she's changed. And she's like, oh, well, I think I came in really rigid. Like, I'm softer now.
Yeah.
So this is her 10% softer.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah. Overall, though, I think this ends fairly amicably. She says Jordan's a good guy. He's not a douchebag like Chris right behind her. And then she kind of ranks the guy. She's like, Connor's good. Yeah, Vic's great. And Mike, I don't have terrible things to say about you.
Alex got away with that one.
Well, so on that topic, I just realized my hair clip has been here this whole time.
Yeah.
On that note, I think there are cliques going on with the women here. Cliques?
Let's go with cliques.
It's cliques.
We're in America.
Okay. I call them cliques. You call them cliques. Everyone knows what I mean. I think that there's the Jessica, Emma, Amber, and kind of Brittany. Brittany, I think, is a bit of an outlier. I don't feel like she's in either group. Yeah. Then the other group is Bri and Ashley and Priyanka. Do you agree with me on this?
No, I think so.
Didn't it feel like there was these two, like they would pretend they're all close, but
there was beef. There was girl beef.
There was something going on here where one group does not abide by the girl code quite as.
Yeah. Definitely.
obediently as
There were
the
the
other.
law abiders and the law breakers.
Yes. Oh, why did I mention that? Oh, because Alex, I don't think Amber and Ashley necessarily are that close. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just think about how Ashley, they even showed the scene of Ashley at that party, the bowling party, the fateful bowling party, where Ashley was sort of entertaining the things Chris was saying, you know, along with Priyanka and Bri. And meanwhile, Jessica was like, why would you do that? Meanwhile, look at how Amber treated her. All I'm saying is that I think that there's like stuff brewing beneath the surface that we're just not seeing.
I agree. Moan.
Nose.
Moan.
Nose.
Moan.
Nose.
Monos.
That's right, Andy. Monos. You are moaning with ecstasy at how perfect Monos's luggage is.
If luggage could bring me to completion, Monos is the one that would do it.
100%, because they understand simplicity, understatedness, but also everything you actually want and need in your luggage. Because I'm sick of the bells and whistles when I don't need them, and then not having the right compartments where I do need them. A good example is this is the backpack that Andy has. Look, by the way, how perfectly it affixes to the back. Okay, so it's rock solid. And then look at this little compartment in the front easily comes off, and it's a whole other little like baggy bag that you can take off and put in the compartment in the seat in front of you on the plane. So you don't have to take the whole backpack with you.
Brilliant.
They've thought of little things like that. So I keep like my computer charger and the wires and things that I need while I'm on the actual flight, but I don't have to have everything under the seat in front of me. And also the wheels on the suitcase are like butter.
It's a cloud.
I mean, we had been looking to upgrade luggage for a while, but I was always turned off by the price of brands. Like you either got something nice and it was way too expensive, or you had to get something crappy. And Monos has really nailed that middle mark where you have the quality, you have the style of something way more expensive, but the price is right.
And I got to be honest, I feel like a celebrity when I wheel this around.
So Monos has put together an exclusive offer just for our Shandies.
Head to monos.com and use promo code Shandy at checkout.
That's code Shandy at monos.com, MONOS.com.
So this is the time of year, Sharleen, where every single person's New Year's resolution is now in the garbage can.
Oh, yes.
No one's left.
No.
No one's at the gym.
No. And very few people maybe are sticking with their resolution to maybe see a therapist regularly.
Yes. And what is more important than taking care of your mind? Because what are you without your mind? You're just a big pile of mush.
And water, a lot of water.
Well, water makes the mush.
Okay. And that's where Rula comes in, because Rula connects you with thousands of therapists. And I just think it's the best platform. You can search based on what kind of therapy you're looking for, maybe couples therapy, maybe solo therapy. And then you can even filter down on like what you're looking for in a therapist, which is really cool.
Finding a therapist is not that different from a dating website. On a dating website, you want all the info.
Yes.
You want to see everything.
And you also want to see their photo. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I do. And what makes Rula so special is they do things differently. They believe mental health care is healthcare. And so they partner with over 100 insurance plans to get your mental health care covered. And so the average copay on Rula is, no joke, $15. You enter your insurance when you sign up. And I just think that's how it should be. So thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high quality therapy that's covered by insurance.
Visit rula.com/Shandy to get started.
After you sign up, they'll ask how you heard about them. Support Dear Shandy and tell them we sent you.
That's rula.com/Shandy.
You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget. Okay, so moving on, Andy, to Bri and Connor.
Big shocker.
They're still together.
Big shocker.
I didn't see this coming.
I would have, this was 100 to 1 bet.
But looking back, remember that breakup scene where you were like, he doesn't seem that upset. And we thought that it was possible he knew this scene was coming. And that's why he didn't seem that upset. But looking back, he also spoke about it like they were still going to give it a shot.
That's true. We usually don't believe those speeches. They're usually hollow.
Well, yeah, because Emma kind of gave the same speech.
Yeah, a lot of people give that speech in Love is Blind.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh yeah, we're going to see what happens. And
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Nothing
But
happens.
something happened here. And it seems like it has legs.
Yeah.
I think it works for both of them. I think it's good for Connor, and I think Bri should be happy she's got a man like Connor. Connor's great.
I think Connor is an absolute
A
gem.
gem. He is a diamond in the rough. He's the quintessential diamond in the rough.
Such a diamond in the rough. He's the ultimate. You know who's also a diamond in the rough?
Me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Andy
So many
was a
things right
diamond in the
today.
rough.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, I still am.
And I think that Bri was smart to realize it. I actually give credit where credit is due. I think Bri is an introspective person.
Yeah.
I really think she is. I also respect how she owned all the things I felt she should own at this reunion.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I wasn't my best self. I shouldn't have entertained that conversation with Chris as long as I did. It wasn't about me debating between him and Connor. It was more like it was just a lot of new information. She owns insulting Connor too much, like, and says that that's sort of their banter. But, you know, there's a fine line between going too far and like tearing someone down. Like all these things that I felt she should own, she did own.
Yeah.
I got to say, I think Bri won me over in the end.
Absolutely. It's a different Bri we saw.
Yeah, she's been getting, I will say Bri has gotten a lot of flack online and a little bit more than I would have expected. People are accusing her of being a pick-me girl.
Oh.
I know.
We don't want that.
No.
That's the lowest form of girl, is from what I've understood on the social medias.
Well, it's the opposite of a girl's girl.
Is there anything worse than a pick-me girl?
Mm.
It's the ranking of pick-me girl.
I got to say a pick-me girl is, as a woman, I don't like
That's
a
it.
pick-me
You
girl.
call someone a pick-me girl, your friendship is over. You can't call someone a pick-me girl and still be friends.
Well, what you're doing is you're throwing your fellow
right. It's the
women.
worst insult a woman friend can give another woman friend.
Well, you could even see how people came at Chris. Yes, he was so terrible in so many ways, but it was also like, how could you do that to Connor?
You're backstabber.
He was being a pick-me.
It's like calling a guy a backstabber.
Yeah.
Or like a piece of couldn't think of the word.
So you just said them all.
Is there a word? I think backstabber.
Yeah.
Is probably one of the worst things you can call a guy.
Really?
With all the curse words, who cares? We call each other that jokingly all the time.
Yeah.
I would say backstabber is the one.
So if a guy called you a backstabber, you would be like, ooh.
Yeah. Backstabber. Backstabber's the worst. Guys don't like getting backstabbed. They like getting stabbed in the front.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you stab a guy, you got to go in the front.
Yeah. And I do think of being a pick.
I mean, stabbing someone in the back is one of the lowest moves.
I couldn't
It's even worse
agree
than shooting
more.
someone in the back. Because, you know, shooting, you got one shot, like you got to aim for something. You got a knife. I mean, you're going intimate with this kill.
Yeah.
You got to go in the front. It's disrespectful to go in the back.
Wow, you really went all the way with that.
I did. I went a little too far.
You really analyzed that thoroughly. Anyway, they're totally in love. And she says she wasn't in her best place during the show and Connor's been by her side the whole time.
Yeah,
so
really big success story there.
So I'm a little sad because I was rooting for him and Emma.
Me too. But this is good.
But Bri won me over in the end.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is a better fit, probably. In the end, it's a better fit.
They have an understatedness to them too. It doesn't feel performative, them being together.
No, it did though a little bit before. Now it feels real.
I agree. So now we have a quick intermission to talk to Sara and Joey.
From
season 8.
Friends of the show.
Minneapolis, friends of the show. We had them, they actually revealed they were dating on Dear Shandy.
We will
link out the episode here. We did get that reveal. We got that reveal without fully knowing we were going to get that reveal.
We had no idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was actually, when they started talking, I was pretty sure they were going to say we're just friends. And I was like, damn it. By the way, both, if anyone's wondering, lovely. The loveliest couple you could possibly imagine.
Love them both. Joey and Sara, I got to say, because I think that they still get heat.
Yeah, they do.
They still get heat. And I don't think they deserve it.
No, I don't think so either. Not at all.
I think that they're a really good couple. Let them be a good couple. Even
it's Love is Blind. It's a mess.
I know.
You're meant to hate each other.
And they got along well in the pods too. It's just like they made the wrong choice. What are you going to do? Okay, so next up, Andy, we have Chris.
Chris. Who's Chris?
Who is
Which
Chris?
one is that? Is he the fellow, the short fella?
Chris, who I think has changed his look to sort of match his AI honestly, profile photo on Instagram.
I like his look. I got to give him something, because we're obviously going to be taking away a lot.
Well, it looks like he's taking care of his skin a bit.
His skin looked radiant. He's got a good program going there. His hair is definitely an improvement.
Yeah.
He went from one type of douchebag to a little bit of another, but a better douchebag.
I will say his black on black look was good.
He came in strong.
Okay, so we're giving compliments where compliments are due because
absolutely, he looked good. I looked good, undeniably better. Don't you think?
I can't say good. I can't say good.
So him or Joe in a room, you got to take one.
Joe.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding?
So Jordan, Joe, Chris. I'm just putting you on the spot.
No, Chris is bottom barrel. You're like he's the last man on earth, and it's like
Wow.
And you've just never. Yeah.
Where does Alex fall in this?
Oh, Alex is way more effable.
So does he get more than Joe?
Yeah, because I think Alex is actually going to give, he makes a career out of it.
It's one of his greatest talents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the order is Jordan.
Okay, Jordan, you have to be specific. Jordan from Love is Blind season 9.
Right, okay.
You can't just start mixing. There's tons of Jordans and
Okay,
Joes.
Jordan from season 9 is number 1.
Yes.
Then Alex or Alex first?
So is it between, so it's now.
You don't have to hang out. You have to talk.
So it's Alex from season 10.
There's no talking.
Alex from season 10 or Joe from season 9, who is also terrible.
Yeah. We're doing season 9, season 10 guys.
Oh,
so
that's really hard.
I'm going to say it for you. Alex is number 1, then Jordan, then Joe, then Chris.
Alex before Jordan from season 9.
Oh, so Jordan's number 1.
Yes.
Oh, how bad do you want to bang Jordan? Is there anyone who beats Jordan? Okay, George Clooney.
No, Jordan won me over at the reunion for season 9 when he showed up in that tux.
Okay.
He had a glow up.
All right.
He looked really good.
Right,
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
I get it. Jordan's number 1.
Okay, but
don't get any ideas, Jordan.
No, the real toss-up is between Alex from this season and Joe from season 9 because they were both.
Oh, that's a toss-up.
Well, they were both kind of despicable in
their own way. Wait a minute, but you don't have to talk to them. This is pure. There's nothing. There's no talking. It's 1 hour of no talking. Got to go, Alex. You go Joe over Alex. Huh?
No, I think I'm going to go Alex.
Yeah. I think so.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but he did look a little better at the reunion. Also, he didn't give. Can we talk about this?
He didn't give even not even 0.1 f***s.
He was wearing like a golf shirt.
Yeah, that's it.
A real diss on golf shirts. I'm like, a golf shirt. But he really did not put in any effort.
No effort.
Yeah.
God bless. Let him do that.
I almost respected it somehow. Yeah. But how did we get on all this? The bottom is Chris. Okay. Everyone agrees. Okay. But our Shandies, let me know where you rank these people.
All right.
But come on, Chris.
I'm just curious.
Chris is.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I'm not arguing.
Chris is last man on earth material.
Okay. Wow. Really?
Yes.
Even with the new hair?
He's an asshole.
The glowy skin?
He's an asshole.
That dewy skin. Very dewy.
It's very
extremely dewy.
It looked freshly sloughed. Okay, so let's talk about his performance here. First of all,
which performance?
Which performance?
Yeah.
He didn't look like he wanted to be there. I speculated that they're contractually obliged.
I think.
And that you can get sued if you don't go.
There's 3 possibilities here. One is they paid him. They're like, listen, I know you don't want to be here, but we're going to pay you this amount of money to come. And he's like, okay, I could use the money, clearly, and I'll do it. 2 is he was going to get sued. I kind of call BS on that. I would, if I was in Chris's position, and I had the legal threat there over my head, I would 100% call their bluff. You think Love is Blind is going to get into a lawsuit with a cast member over them not showing up to something that they were going to be absolutely drawn and quartered at? Seriously.
He was drawn and quartered, but he deserved it.
He was drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that's actually disgusting. Who thinks of that?
What were they doing back then? How do they think of that stuff?
It's like some people were sat around a table thinking of the worst, most horrific way that you can kill someone.
I've always thought about this because I'd like to think that humans aren't purely evil when it gets to the bottom, but
I do think
I like to think there's some goodness even in the worst people, but is it a function of them saying, okay, there are certain crimes in society that absolutely we have to stop dead in their tracks? Like, we cannot let this happen or we will fail as a nation. And those crimes are like, let's get our best terrible people together and find out the worst ways to kill people so that people will know them. They'll be done publicly. Everyone will know about it. And then they'll say, maybe I won't commit treason. Maybe that's not a good call. I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I'll get shot. Well, actually, probably didn't have bullets back then, but I'll get hung. I'll get, whatever, beheaded.
Yeah.
But I don't want that. I'm not going to do treason today.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
I hope, because that stuff is just, people really, I hope it wasn't just like, hey, we got to kill some people. Let's think of some good ways to do it.
I think that the whole society operated on fear.
Right.
Like the way to get people to obey was
always fear. 100%. Fear from the Lord, fear from the death, from the sword.
From your monarch.
From the king. Yeah. You're right. So fear is just the currency, and what's better
the most
than
fearful way to die.
Right. So let's up the currency. Let's make it the most expensive form of execution. For
expensive.
I mean, most cheap, actually. So getting a good bang for their buck, I guess. All right.
I also think that they had nothing to do. Like there was no entertainment.
You want to see how fast I get back on track? Watch this.
Wait.
So if he knew that he was going to be drawn and quartered on TV,
very good.
Do you think, I'm Chris. I know it's easy for me to say as I wasn't in this situation. Do you think ABC is going to get into a public lawsuit? Which
it's not ABC. It's Netflix.
Sorry.
You're thinking of The Bachelor.
ABC totally would do it. No. ABC wouldn't do it either.
No, ABC hasn't done it.
ABC has never sued anybody. Netflix is not going to. You think Netflix has? You think they're going to sue a cast? No one's suing a cast member.
It's the threat.
It's not happening. It is absolutely not. If he talked to any lawyer, his lawyer would say there is no chance you're getting sued for this. So it's either money or him just saying, you know what, I want that screen time. I don't care how much it costs.
No, I don't think that he wanted screen time for the sake of screen time. I think he was probably advised, and I think rightly advised, that he should at least go on screen and apologize to begin the shift.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a very good possibility.
Yeah,
that he went on as an apology tour.
He did his apology tour, which he did. And I mean, do I think it was like enough? But do I think that it was possible for his apology to be enough in that setting and just being him? No. So I think it was a good move for him overall.
I think that you are right. I didn't think of that.
He looked, okay, is Chris still Last Man on Earth material? Yes. However, did he look one iota better than he did before? Yes.
So do you think that is more powerful than him just going on social media and saying, I'm really sorry and this is why? Okay, so he had a better platform in the reunion than he would on any other platform.
Yes.
So he took advantage of that. Okay.
I actually, to be honest, as much as I dislike
Although
Chris,
he does bring himself back into the light. Like people are now reminded of him again.
Yeah, but he didn't smile the whole time.
That's true. He really kept it clean.
Yeah.
Not a grin. Not a smirk.
I also think he was stone cold sober.
Oh, and he has been for a while, I think. I think he may have cleaned up his act.
Yeah, I think that he let himself go on the show, and he was like,
he was doing cold baths, cold plunges every day on the porch. Can
we talk about that? I feel like I didn't get that enough airtime. He was like, "Oh, I have a cold plunge in my house." It was like a black plastic bathtub outside. A bucket on his deck.
An ice bucket.
Yes. However, I do think he did what he needed to do. I don't think he cracked a smile when he shouldn't have. I think he should have shown more contrition, more apologizing, more of all the things. Okay. But, he said, I watched that back and I just think he was like, it's terrible.
No.
Pretty much he's like, it's terrible. And Nick Lachey's like, that's it.
Yeah, I know. They really wanted blood. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
wanted
blood.
The public execution, the humiliation, but which he deserved. I mean, if anyone deserved it, 100%. It's him, more so than Alex. But I will say that he did as well as you can do in that position. The only thing, as you said, that wasn't done was more. So it's like going to like an amazing restaurant where every dish is great. Like, oh my God, this food is so good. And then the portions are too small. So at the end of the meal, you're hungry and you spent like $200.
Yes, I hate that.
And you're like, let's go get pizza.
I hate that.
Yeah,
if you're spending over $100 on a meal, like you don't want to still be hungry when you leave. I don't care how good it is.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a certain level of expensive restaurant where I believe that it should be a formality that if someone is still hungry at the end of that meal, they should just be able to have more food.
I agree.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, just send us some like potatoes or something.
Yeah, exactly. Something just to start, like just to fill you up, like a loaf of bread or something.
Yeah, but the thing is that restaurant charges for bread even.
But you know what I'm saying. Stop trying to poke holes.
Okay. But yeah, I think that for Chris to have done a better job would have made us now start to think he's acting. Yeah. So for example,
I agree.
I would, part of me was like, I want him in tears. I want Chris to be crying.
I think he was really close.
He feels so bad. But at the same time, I can admit that if Chris had broken down in tears and said, I was not my best self, I'm so sorry, and just done the whole I'm sorry thing, I would have been like, is this real?
Yeah.
I know I would have thought that because it would almost feel like too far in the opposite direction.
Like crocodile tears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the alternative.
I have sinned.
Yes. Yes. All I'm saying is that it would have been so out of character from what we saw on TV, which I do think was his true character in a way.
I think where he lost some points is he could have shown more human empathy, more emotion. He could have been a little less robotic.
Yeah. He does ultimately apologize to Jess. I think it took too long to get there personally. She thanks him for apologizing and for showing her who he was quickly. I liked this. And now she's asked about that scene with Chris and Priyanka and Ashley and Bri. I'm so glad they focused on this. It was such a nuanced thing to take time for, but it was something that stood out to me. We talked about it, but I was like, why are Priyanka, Ashley, and Bri giving him the airtime to talk about how bad in bed their friend was?
That is so true.
And then Ashley's seen saying, oh no, I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. You can't force it.
So true. What was that?
I appreciate that Ashley said. She was like, I should have defended you more.
As she should have said.
Yeah. Jessica.
That's indefensible what she did.
Yeah. Jessica was like, watching it back, that was actually the most hurtful scene. And I agree.
100%. Because you expect hurt from Chris.
Yes.
He's a schmuck.
Yes.
Ashley knows better.
Yes. And
I think,
all of them.
maybe.
I agree. And this ends with a beautiful pep talk from Jess to the women of the world. She's like, give yourself the love and the time so that when an idiot tries to break you down, you're equipped, basically. And turns out now she's happily dating a fellow doctor from the same season who we never really saw. His name was Haramal. And I guess they had a connection in the pods, but he left.
No, don't remember this guy at all.
Yeah. I remember seeing his photo when I was gathering photos for our recaps, but I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah.
The connection.
Yeah.
But I guess he left. And he gives a beautiful speech. They give him the mic.
Mildly prepared.
Yeah, mildly. But you can't blame the guy.
You can't blame
he's
him.
on
He's
national
on TV.
television.
You got to be prepared.
They seem really happy.
Yeah. We should have him on.
I mean,
R-E-V-O-L-V-E, 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 revolve.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you.
Revolve does.
Sharleen joined on drums.
Revolve does deserve fanfare, Auntie, because there are not many one-stop shops out there that actually serve as a one-stop shop, but Revolve 100% does that in the fashion department. Let's say you're going camping. Let's say you just want pajamas for at home. Let's say you're going to a spring wedding or a winter wedding. Let's say you've got a black tie gala, or maybe you just want a nice sundress for every day. The fact that Revolve is the destination, it's the first place you would go to search for those things, is pretty insane.
And it's not just clothes.
No. Oh my God. I get so many accessories on Revolve. That's my destination for belts. I get shoes on Revolve, handbags on Revolve. It's at the point, I've been shopping on Revolve for well over a decade. It's at the point where a substantial amount of my wardrobe is from Revolve. My sweater obviously is from Revolve.
Duh.
They've also got affordable options. And I love they have this new line called Revolve LA, Andy.
No. That sounds chic.
Good.
Maybe too chic.
The silhouettes are strong and modern. They're very polished, very confident.
It's the kind of stuff you put on when you want to look expensive.
Especially for a dinner or event where photos are going to happen.
So whether it's a big night out, a wedding, or a trip.
Or you just need something last minute that actually works, Revolve has it.
Go to revolve.com/Shandy to shop Sharleen's faves and use code Shandy for 15% off your first order.
And be sure to check out the brand new Revolve LA label while you're there.
Fast shipping, easy returns. It just makes everything easier.
Again, that's revolve.com/Shandy to shop my faves and get 15% off your first order.
Offer ends April 9th, so don't miss out.
Well, Andy, we might be on the road, but that doesn't mean that I have to travel with jars of vitamins. These are all my vitamins right here.
Wow, look at that.
I know, the convenience.
Don't forget, you have to make sure the liquid hits the pill first. I used to just throw a bunch of pills in my mouth and just suck them down.
Yeah.
And they were all dry. So my throat would hurt all day.
Okay, but parallel are vitamins for women, Andy.
They are vitamins for women. FOU.
Okay, so Parallel is the first OBGYN founded vitamin company. I know you're probably thinking that's insane. How is not every vitamin company founded by an OBGYN? But actually, very few of them are. Most of them are founded by men in suits. Wouldn't you rather as a woman, for all the different hormonal stages of your life, be taking something that was really formulated for you at that stage. We are talking menstrual health, fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, and daily wellness. It is mind-boggling that there's just like a one a day, like whatever.
It's like having one key to open every door in a city, or having the 000 lock on your luggage.
Yeah, or 1, 2, 3, 4 pound on a keypad. All of their formulas are actually backed by research. Isn't that nice? The third-party tested, and they have daily powders for proteins, electrolytes, greens, sleep.
You could say that Parallel is unparalleled in the industry.
Yeah. So exclusive to our Shandies, new customers can save 20% off their first order with code Shandy.
Visit parallelhealth.com.
That's PERELELHEALTH.com, code Shandy. Okay, so moving on now, Andy, to Mike and Emma.
I will say one last thing about Chris.
Okay.
Because I think Chris needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
The severity of this public execution may have changed his life. I know that it's hard to turn a guy like Chris around. It's like steering a cruise ship. I mean, he's got a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But I can't help but think that this experience made him a slightly less shitty person.
Well, we always talk, Andy, on this podcast about how difficult experiences build character.
Yeah.
And I think one of the issues with men, youngish men dating today, is that without the character building of rejection in dating, which none of them have to endure anymore, they're all acting weird and wonky. Like there's something wrong with men today. I'm sorry, there is.
Yeah.
Like you could really see it in that when later on Devonta is getting schooled by Brittany's father on like how to behave as a man. You really saw a difference in generations in that moment. And when I talked to you about your early dating days, you know, how many dozens, if not hundreds of times you got rejected in person to your face. You know, you would just approach someone
dozens, not hundreds. Let's not get carried away. How many shots do you think I was taking?
But yeah, you would grow the balls in that moment to go up to someone and just try to talk to them.
And it was horrible. It took so much.
Speaking of which, can I say, I got hit on the other day here in Boston.
Yeah, you told me about
Boston. The men, I gotta say.
Men hit on people in Boston.
I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, are you?
Yeah. Are you mugging me? Do you want my money?
And then
What's
I
going
felt
on?
bad for giving him that energy because like it probably took a lot of courage to do that.
Yeah.
But I will say out of all the cities we travel to, in general, I feel like the men in Boston are like more receptive and like seeing who's around them more. This is just what I've noticed. Because in New York, I feel invisible.
No.
Like super invisible.
So everyone in New York knows you're my wife. Like that would make a difference.
But you know, I rejected him like gently as I could.
Yeah, he went on a couple dates and said, that's not for me.
But I feel that without that rejection, men, there's like this entitlement and also the lack of the lack of humility that becomes built in.
No, I agree. And I think that, you know, bringing back the earlier discussion, Chris had all the benefits of being drawn and quartered without dying.
So drawn, is it down the middle?
Oh, it is so awful.
It's
No.
You like Kill Bill style?
Well, it's what they do. Do you want me to describe it? Trigger warning for anyone who's not into horrible torture. So they basically
skip to Emma and Mike in the timestamps if this is if you can't
it's
listen.
It's actually drawn, hung, and quartered. So they basically take you. Usually they'll tie you up to a horse-drawn wagon and like drag you to the gallows. So you're dragged along.
Don't say you, just say them.
An individual who's done the absolute most terrible things in the world. Okay, I think.
Probably like
someone who's totally innocent.
Like not paid their taxes or something?
No. Probably killed someone or did treason or tried to kill the king. But, you know, let's be honest, probably a lot of people were innocent who had this happen to them. But let's not think of those people. Anyway, so they get dragged to the gallows.
Okay.
They get half hung. Not fully hung. They get hung until they're like an inch from death, and then they get released.
What do you mean half hung? Like their feet are...
So you're hung. No, you're hung, fully hung, but then they take you off the rope.
Before you die.
Before you die.
Oh.
So then they do it again, and they do that as many times as they want until it's like they feel like you're about to completely be out. And then they take you and they cut you open. They cut your dick off.
No.
They throw it in a fire.
No.
They cut out one by one.
Okay, I don't want to do it. Okay, I get it. We get it. I don't need to hear anymore.
Okay.
The cutting off of things is where
it gets really rough.
Yeah, I don't need to hear
It keeps getting worse.
That's just as, that's also so labor intensive. Like it would be so much.
Is that your issue? Yeah. So much, such cost inefficiency.
I'm just saying, like you're going so out of your way. Okay.
Yeah, anyway. Terrible.
We're going to move on to Mike and Emma.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So Mike is very quick to tell us all. He's like, this is what happened. Emma and I discussed beforehand, a couple days before, that they would both say no because she hadn't, they agreed that this number of weeks was not enough time for her to be like, yes, I want children one day, which I think is reasonable. And this is where Vanessa Lachey is like, we tell you not to.
They broke the rules.
Make a decision beforehand.
Yeah, they're going to get sued now.
Yeah, I think that Mike was kind of looking to get people on his side by revealing this.
It's a little weak.
But instead, Vanessa was like, no, we tell you not to do that. Like you also broke the rules by coming to some agreement.
Yeah, he planned a while for that one.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, he was ready. He was locked and loaded.
Well, what's funny is I think that he was expecting people to be on more on his side with this backstory.
You both agreed to say no.
But actually, in this setting, this show more so applauds an Emma type who just goes with what her heart says at the altar.
Yeah.
So this didn't really land, I think, the way he thought it would. Anyway, he says he made the logical choice, and Emma's like, I made the emotional choice. Yeah. I admit it.
All right.
And Emma says that she felt her yes at the altar was her way of saying yes to kids.
Well, yeah.
I thought this was a bit of a stretch.
There's a little nuance, but I get it.
Yeah, but knowing that bit of backstory, I'm like, okay, that's a bit of a stretch. And then he's like, well, I felt her switching on a dime didn't bode well for her like long-term potential as a partner. And I was like, that's also a stretch. Like these are all stretches.
He's trying to dig the hole.
Yeah, but I also felt like hers was also a stretch. Like none of it.
It was all flimsy.
It was all flimsy.
You know what? Just as flimsy as this relationship. The whole thing from beginning to end was flimsy.
It's so true. I gotta say, out of all the couples, I am the most dissatisfied by these two.
Yeah.
I really am. I feel like the only reason we watch them on all is because it's like, oh, like that's a thing we see in life is one person wants kids and the other one's not sure.
But there was nothing else.
There was nothing else.
I never saw a single thing where I was like, oh, wow, these people have a thing.
No.
I didn't see anything.
I think for me, Emma, just because of, she was juggling all these relationships in the pods and she had her backstory in the beginning. Like I really wanted to root for her and like see this through, but wow, this led nowhere. Talk about it. This is like going on one of those mazes and you get to the end and it's a dead end. And you're like, oh, can I like have clocked out at the first turn and saved all this time?
It felt like they were kids. Like I felt like, I think they have some experience to get before they start doing this thing again.
I agree. They both feel so young in this.
Like young in age and in experience.
Well, right back to, remember in the pods where she's like, well, like I was in credit card debt just a couple of years ago. Like I don't feel ready financially to have kids. And he's like, we could just ask our parents.
No irony either.
No irony.
No, like, Pop's got this covered. He's like, hey, what are you talking about?
He was like, they'll understand.
Yeah. You joining the family or what are we doing? How are you getting that money?
Well, after having met his parents and seeing how like involved the mother is especially, like I am not surprised by his answer. Because I do think there is a sort of like infantilization of being like that involved and that invested in that. And it's almost like, he's like, yeah, that's my parents.
Yeah. I think as Emma said, quite eloquently, she needs some time.
Yes.
She needs some time to think and grow and understand what she wants. And I think that Mike can do the same. And, that's good. It's good that this ended.
I also think Emma, by spending time like in therapy, she's like, I'm trying to figure out what I want. I think she's going to realize that this is really not what she wants.
This is not what she wants.
This is not what she wants. Just because, he's like better than some of the,
he's a nice guy.
His ranking is Amber saying, I don't have anything terrible to say about him. But, I actually think Emma can do way better in terms of like a connection she shares with
compatibility.
Someone.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yes. And him too, honestly. And so it turns out he's dating someone, has been for 7 months.
Yeah. And I'm sure they're great. It's a happy ending.
Yes, totally. Okay. So moving on, Andy, to Ashley and Alex. So he comes in hot.
Hot. He's ready for the interview.
You know what, Alex?
He's right off the field. He just won He didn't put in that much effort. He didn't even have to put in effort. Didn't break a sweat. Beat the other team. Because he put all the work in before the game.
He comes in wearing, this sports shirt.
Yeah.
And he just comes in hot. I don't think Ashley was expecting the heat with which Alex
She should have, though. Alex comes to play.
Yes.
As he said, everything's a game. Everything's a soccer game. And he plays soccer hard.
How hard?
And f***s hard.
Okay, so he comes in hot saying, like, I wasn't lying. He felt Ashley had trust issues after having been cheated on in her 5-year relationship just prior, and that she was always trying to catch him in something. I gotta say, as much as I do think Alex bends the truth very casually, as her father said, he has a
casual relationship
with the truth. Is that what he said?
Maybe.
I mean, if
like
so,
that.
that's great. That's a great quote.
Thank you.
But I actually do think he's right about this.
Yeah.
I do think Ashley's...
We talked about that.
Yeah. I think Ashley is... And that she really showed it at the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said she had the anger of 1,000 breakups. Like, it didn't even feel like it was really about... Like, yes, he was the guy there then who she felt certain was lying to her. But I do think that throughout the season, looking back... It didn't really feel like she just wanted to know his history. It felt like she was always filing things away and like cross-checking them with each other.
Yeah. I do think that her speech at the wedding was more of a public service announcement than specifically for Alex.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think that we'll get to this, but I do feel that it was performative, which is a little rich considering what she has been coming at Alex for.
Yeah.
But anyway, she's making many incredulous expressions while Alex speaks, of course. And then Alex, I gotta say, I appreciate this. He says he learned things too. For example, at the fireplace date, Ashley was asking like 15 questions and he had a moment where he was like, you need to engage more in conversation. Like he
learned in the moment. He learned.
But there's just something about the way he even says it.
It's all matter of fact.
Like, for example, I learned at the fireplace stage, she's asking 15, I usually, you need to engage in conversation more. Like even that doesn't feel like.
Yeah, it's like I got to work on, my heading, like my game is strong. My heading's not good.
Yeah.
Got to work on that next game, but we won. So, who cares?
Yeah, it didn't feel emotional. It felt studied.
Agreed, but you got to take what you can get from Alex.
No, I agree.
And I will say that is some breadcrumb there. I do think that was one of the specific things we called out.
Yes,
is that
he doesn't ask questions.
He does not ask a single question in that whole fireplace date. She was just hitting him with questions, and he was just sitting there not doing anything. And the fact that he recognized that of all the things that he did wrong, I think that's one of the most salient things.
I also think that became their dynamic.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, so I have a beef socially when people don't ask questions.
Yes.
I don't even mean like in a romantic setting.
I think everyone should have a beef with that.
I
have a beef with myself sometimes when I don't. Sometimes I'll be hanging out with someone and in like 10 minutes will go by and I'm like, wow, you haven't asked them a single question. Like,
yeah, I know. I kick myself over
care?
that. But honestly, that almost never happens because I'm always
you ask too many questions. You go too far.
No, you ask questions too.
Yeah, you go one question too far.
Well, because I think that a way to engage in conversation is by asking questions. But I agree.
Trust me, it's way better to go too far with questions and not far enough.
I think I go too far in that I so don't want it to be a dynamic where I'm not asking enough questions. But then what ends up happening is I ask so many that there's almost no room for me to get asked questions. And then I'm left frustrated because I'm like, well, that was a one-sided. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, I didn't really allow there to be a silence.
Yeah.
But it's so uncomfortable for me. Instead of just sitting there in silence, like, don't you have something to ask me? I'm like, okay, so what about the blah, 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 blah? Like, I can't help it.
I've learned that I give myself a certain number of questions to ask. And if nothing comes back after I'm done with those questions, I'll accept the silence. It actually feels nice.
Andy's better.
It feels right.
I will say you're better at that. I will file away that I'm not being asked any questions and continue to ask questions into oblivion. And then afterwards be like, I don't want to hang out with that person again.
I can't disagree with you.
I just think asking questions is a form of conversation.
Yes.
Because then you create more conversation by asking the questions. All I'm saying with these two is I think that the dynamic was set very early on where she was asking him questions that on one hand, you can be like, oh, wow, she's creating conversation. But on the other hand, it was also like a peppering of questions. Like it reminded me a bit of her father.
Yeah.
Right? At that meal. On one hand, it's like, okay, Alex gave, a lot of like shady answers or whatever, but also was there a natural conversation? Looking back, I'm not sure there was.
No, I don't think we ever saw one normal conversation between the two of them.
No, it was usually
either,
an interrogation.
oh, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't take that. Oh, that's too much. Oh, I can't even keep my clothes on anymore. Why are you doing that? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or it was her peppering him with questions,
an
him
interrogation.
getting defensive.
Yes.
Or it was her just talking to him and him not saying anything.
Yeah. It just wasn't right.
It just wasn't a relationship.
God. I appreciate this. Vanessa Lachey, who has gone to hosting school. I mean, she was so much better than she used to be.
She's getting better. 10,000 hours.
I mean, she's so much better than she was in, what was it, season 4?
Season 4,
I think that was the first reunion we ever saw with her. So we were just like, what? How is this happening right now?
To be honest, this is not an easy setting.
No.
I think it's stressful. You gotta fill space. You gotta be the moderator. You can't give it all to Nick.
And you gotta be able to really wing it. None of this is scripted. They're not reading off a teleprompter.
Funny. You gotta be engaging. You can't ask questions that are inappropriate, but you also want to ask questions that are bordering on inappropriate so you get some drama out of the reunion. Very difficult.
I actually think Nick and Vanessa Lachey did a really good job in this reunion.
Yeah.
I've got to say.
Absolutely. And I could see how they could get on each other. Like Nick might be like, oh God, why you just don't say that? Or she could be like, oh my God, stop talking. Like it could be just one of those things that create conflict within the reunion while they're taping.
Yeah.
But they manage that too. But there are times of conflict. One of them is looking at the other one like, stop saying that. Why'd you say it that way? Why are you saying that?
Yeah. This is why I'm nervous about doing a live show with you.
Totally.
Which we said we're going to do for the first time this year, but
I'm we should
low-key terrified.
If we do a live show and one of us is annoyed about the way the other person's doing something.
We'll just say it right there.
We're going to say it.
Yes.
We got to say it.
Yes.
You can't let it brew.
Yes, I agree. Just air it all out for everyone to see.
Okay, I'm going to be honest right now. I didn't like the way you were talking about Chris. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. That was a joke.
That's fine. Okay, so I did appreciate this. Vanessa Lachey tells Alex what's missing is a bit of vulnerability from him, which is exactly what we felt all
100%.
season. She says he might surprise himself if he lets the walls down a bit.
And he responded well to that.
Yes. He you can see he's always sort of ready to go in the defensive. He's ready to block.
He is ready to
be the goalie that he is. And he was in that mode, and then he's like, sat back, thought about it. You could see him really
let the ball trickle in. The ball was just rolling slowly, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to let that one go through.
You saw him clock what she had said, digest it really quickly, and he's like, okay, I appreciate that. That went a very long way with me. Yeah. And I will say, we did not see that from Chris.
No.
Well, you know what's funny? Alex, every season we do a recap.
Yeah.
There is a contestant who is the controversial contestant for us and our Shandies. There's someone where people are really divided on whether or not they agree with our take.
They're disappointed in us.
I'm so disappointed in you. They're very disappointed in us. And in this case, they've been very disappointed, mainly with you, Andy, for having a bit of empathy for Alex's background.
Yeah.
For why he is the way he is. But to be honest, I really thought Alex could have done worse at this reunion. He's also helped, honestly, by the fact that Ashley is not a sympathetic character.
No.
Versus Chris, you love Jessica. But in the case of Alex and Ashley, I don't know if I like Ashley that much more than Alex.
I agree.
And right down to her talking about her altar speech. She stands by the altar breakup. She's like, oh, I wrote it out at 6 a.m. She claims she didn't know until the morning of what she was going to do. Give me a break.
That's such
Give
BS.
me a break.
Such BS.
That's such BS. And she said she wrote out her altar breakup at 6 a.m. and texted it to a friend to ask if it sounded good. The only reason I'm pointing this out, because look, I think that, you would, it's national television. You would have something prepared. But considering how the thing she has come at Alex about was being fake, in that case, was she not fake for much of the season? Being rehearsed. Was she also not rehearsed in what she did too? I'm not saying that makes him a good guy. All I'm saying is that all the things that Ashley accused him of, just generally faking it to some degree. I think she was being kind of hypocritical.
Yeah.
Because she proved to all of us at the very end that she had been faking at least for a substantial amount of the season.
Yeah, I think that, Alex is a type of man, or at least that's how people are seeing him.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, a lot of commenters and people watching the season have dated on Alex.
Yes.
So the same way Ashley, kind of spoke through Alex to all the guys who have wronged her.
Yeah.
I think everyone who's watching is seeing Alex as the guy who has wronged them.
Mm-hmm.
And yes.
Nice.
Thanks. It was like an hour and sitting there, the whole
you
podcast.
got it.
Yeah, thank you. And Alex, I think, probably is that guy sometimes. But I don't think that Alex is as simple as that. I think there's more there. I think there's more going on.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just saying that from what I saw in the reunion and snippets of what I saw when he wasn't being terrible during the season make me feel that there's more to Alex than meets the eye, at least on TV.
Yeah.
And I think I would have to give the guy a chance. Whereas Chris doesn't get to babysit for Ruby anymore. That's off the table.
We laughed really hard when Alex says about the altar breakup. He's like, I thought I reacted with a level of professionalism in that moment that I was pretty happy with.
I love that.
Alex is so funny without meaning to be.
I know.
And he's the least funny I don't think he could be funny if he tried, to be honest.
No, I honestly could watch Alex all day, just be cornered by things. I just have him in a corner and watch him. It's not that much different probably than paying money to see him goalie in a soccer game.
Yeah.
Goaltend in a soccer game. I'm saying it's like the same thing. You watch. Goaltend. I think it's goaltend or goalkeeper.
It's a goalkeeper though, not a goaltender.
It's a goalie.
Yeah, goalie or goalkeeper. Yeah.
No, the words don't mean anything anymore.
I know. How do you
It's a
spell
guy
that?
who does goal stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm saying when you pay to go see a soccer game, one of the things you pay for is to watch the goalie do his thing, right?
Yes.
And I think that watching someone on the defense in such an extreme way is entertaining.
Yes.
And I think it translates, again, the symbolism with the goalie and Alex it's so heavy-handed.
Ugh.
It's almost like he made the
obvious.
whole soccer career is make-believe just to create that analogy.
Yes.
But to watch him on the defensive, the more defensive he is, the more entertaining it is.
I agree.
And he can keep going. He'll never stop.
I agree.
He's like a wind-up toy of defense.
He honestly made this season for me.
Yeah.
Just the analysis of Alex. Like no one got us more excited in these recaps than Alex.
He was the star of the season.
He was the entree.
The star of the season on the show is often not the good guy.
No.
It's usually not.
No, of course
it's
not.
rarely the good guy.
Yeah, on one hand, you could be like, oh, the star of the season was Jessica. Yeah, like we all love Jessica, but she wasn't the star of the season. The star is the person that you're sinking your teeth into every week.
It was Alex.
So when asked to compare this to soccer, he
loves that.
Yeah. I will say he gave a good analogy on the spot, assuming it was on the spot.
I mean, that's what he does.
Maybe it was prepared, but
no,
I don't know.
He does on the spot interviews.
He compares it to a match where it had been 3-0, and then at the very last second, it ended with a tie.
Yeah.
And they had scored.
And he pulled that out of nowhere. He didn't know that question was coming.
I don't know.
I don't think he did. I actually was like, whoa, that was a real gotcha question. I don't know how I'd answer that. And he kind of came up with a good answer.
The only reason why I think maybe he did know in advance is because he answered it so well.
He did answer it amazingly well.
But I thought it was perfect. It's exactly right. Because in the end, you were mainly on Ashley's side all season, but I do think it came out as a tie at the end. Like they're kind of like equally bad in different ways.
Yeah. It makes me more sad for Alex and his soccer career is because he bounded out to this reunion, not giving a single
Mm-hmm.
And he came in saying like, I got this. And he's good in pressure situations.
Yeah.
He said it. You have to believe him, I guess. A lot of the stuff he says is bullshit, but he's good in pressure situations. I bet he would have been a great soccer player.
Yeah.
Because a lot of soccer, sometimes, this is going to sound weird and specific, but I'm going to say it. Sometimes you'll see professional athletes playing their sport outside of a game.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're warming up or they're just joking around or playing some just pickup ball or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be like, not amazing.
Yeah.
But then in the game, they're like suddenly turn into Superman.
Yeah.
And they turn it on. There's a switch. There's a gear.
Totally.
And I honestly think Alex has that.
Yeah.
And it's really a shame. I wish the guy didn't get injured.
People are going to come at you, Andy. Stop liking Alex.
I am not liking Alex. I'm just saying that Alex has a certain set of skills.
A very specific
set of skills. But he really would have been, I think, a great pro athlete. That's what his calling was. So hopefully he can channel that into something else that's not destructive.
Well, it turns out he and Devonta are roommates now in Arizona, which...
what a match.
I know. I think they should each be instead living with someone who's going to help them grow. I don't know if Devonta's going to help Alex grow and vice versa.
Maybe work on his goaltending.
Well, okay, so I thought it was interesting. Devonta in that clip actually scored 5 out of 10.
To be fair, free shots, in pros, like free shot usually scores.
Oh.
It's very easy to score a free shot. It's very hard to defend it.
For that view, I was overwhelmed by the size of the net.
Huge.
Is that the normal?
It's enormous.
Knowing that, I'm very impressed with goalies.
Goalies it's badass. And it's the most high pressure. It's the most high pressure.
Yeah.
Like those hooligans, soccer fans, like in a Liverpool game, like if you miss, you let a ball go through and it's like you could have gotten there.
Yeah,
you got to go into like witness protection for a couple months.
Oh my God.
Can you think of a song about Squarespace? 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 Can you?
We often can. But maybe this song is about thinking about a song for Squarespace.
This
Andy.
is the infinite spectrum of all the possibilities that can occur on the web.
Yes, with Squarespace. Indeed, because it is your destination for building and truly building a beautiful website with little to no design experience.
Even if you're not selling a thing, you're still selling yourself.
Yes.
Why do you have a website? It's a piece of real estate.
Yes.
You want them to walk in and be like, wow, this place is nice.
Yes.
It smells good. Everything is, tasteful.
Yes.
Got some free coffee.
Well, and speaking of tasteful, Squarespace has that down. You pick from one of their gorgeous templates. They're all so nice. And then you plug in your information, your photography, your text, and then you can even pick like font packs and color packs suggested for you. And then your website comes together so beautifully. They have all these features. They have blog features. They have gallery options. They have member areas. They have scheduling. They have e-commerce. It goes on and on and on. I mean, we sing literal songs about Squarespace and songs about singing songs about Squarespace because we use Squarespace.
I don't sing songs about singing songs about things I don't like.
Exactly. So go to squarespace.com/Shandy for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code Shandy to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Again, that's squarespace.com/Shandy for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code Shandy to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Bras and underwear, lounge pants and pajamas are there.
At
Skims.
Very good, Andy. Yes, bras, underwear, loungewear. It's funny. Before we do ads, I'm like, oh, do we need like a prop? Do we need the thing? And then I realize I'm always wearing Skims. I'm wearing the Fits Everybody t-shirt bra in black. Oh, actually, onyx is the color, pardon me. And I'm also wearing the Fits Everybody thong. Almost all the underwear in my underwear drawer is now Skims.
Yeah. Morning, day, and night, you are wearing Skims of some variety.
Yes.
And I too.
Andy is
We haven't talked about the men's department in a while.
Andy is wearing the boxer briefs.
So
he
comfortable.
loves them. He couldn't believe it when he first put them on. He was like, I didn't know fabric could be like this.
Happy package, happy life.
Yes. So what Skims has done is revolutionize the undergarment, the loungewear game with their fabrics. They just defy logic. They're so stretchy. I love that I can get a perfect color match in my t-shirt bra. Because, this is going to go under like maybe a white t-shirt. I wear the ochre, but they have tons of colors to choose from. It's not just like white, nude, and black.
So shop Sharleen's favorite bras and underwear at skims.com.
After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and Dear Shandy in the drop-down menu that follows.
So Sharleen, we are on the road again.
Yes.
They should write a song like that.
Yeah.
But we do not leave home without Our cozy essentials.
Yes, our Cozy Earth products. I mean, I bring my pillow when I travel, my Cozy Earth pillow. I literally am one of those people now who travels with her pillow. And of course, the Cozy Earth pillowcase that goes on it. And so at home on our bed, we have Cozy Earth bed sheets. They're made from viscose from bamboo. They are impossibly soft. I mean, Cozy is one of our OG sponsors. Like Andy has been wearing his Cozy Earth lounge pants, which you see right there, for over 5 years now.
Unbelievable. Should I just wear them until they break?
Yeah.
That'll be the proof.
See
We'll
how
still
many
see
wears
me.
it took.
I'll have holes in my knees.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, he was right. He was wearing them for over 5 years.
Yes, in case you think we're lying. We're not. They're towels. We have their cuddle blanket.
Don't get the cuddle blanket unless you're ready to go extreme cozy. Some people aren't ready for it.
Yeah,
They don't love themselves enough to be able to be swaddled in that much coziness.
It's true. You aren't not ready for that level of comfort.
Yeah, you feel guilty.
And their sheets even come with a 100-night sleep trial. So you could sleep on them for 100 nights and decide they're not for you and send them back. It's totally risk-free. And all their products come with a 10-year warranty.
So discover how care in every detail transforms simple routines into moments of true comfort and ease.
Head to CozyEarth.com and use our code Shandy for up to 20% off.
That's code Shandy for up to 20% off.
And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to let them know we, Dear Shandy, sent you. Okay, well, Andy, moving on to Brittany and Devonta.
All right.
So Devonta admits he struggles with being direct. Who would have thought? Because he doesn't like hurting people. He admits he should have been more direct with her. And Brittany says that he gaslit her into... I think this is not the right use of gaslighting. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
Because he was done with the relationship after that conversation, but instead he dragged it out for weeks. So isn't the definition of gaslighting is to make someone believe something else to serve your own interests, right?
Right. Well, make someone to not believe what their eyes and their ears are telling them.
To preserve yourself.
To preserve yourself.
Yeah.
And to make them feel like they've done something wrong, to make them feel crazy.
I don't like Devonta at all. Okay.
No.
And I really do like Brittany, actually. But I think the term gaslighting doesn't totally apply here because I don't think he was like lying maliciously. I think it was just like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like this sort of like, he's just like wishy-washy and vague. And,
you know who I wouldn't leave Ruby with? Is Devonta.
Oh my God.
No.
And I shouldn't say this because he's about to be a father.
But that's also a problem. Let's be honest. I'm happy for him. You know, that's great. But how long was that going on?
Yes. And also, if he wasn't about to be a father, would he be also engaged? Would he have finally committed? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it almost felt like something had to happen for him to ever become like committed and choose something is all I'm saying. But, you know, I don't want to cast doubt on that. Like maybe that's the perfect.
Well, you're also assuming that he hadn't made that choice prior to going on the show.
Yeah. So what's the situation?
I mean, how long does it take to meet someone, get engaged, and get them pregnant?
So
I mean, is that happening in 1 week?
So I think some of the claims I've been seeing online is that he already had, like, his ex was already pregnant or something.
Okay, well,
his ex.
I mean, I think those might be legitimate claims.
But this filmed like a year ago. I think it's more likely that he had a girlfriend the whole time. Which is so not surprising, by the way.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like you're talking about his passiveness. And yes, I agree. He does seem like a passive guy.
Yeah.
Or was it just bullshit? Was it just acting? Was he just like trying to coast through this to get to the end while he had a girlfriend? It felt like it could have been either and both.
The thing is, isn't that funny with Devonta? It's like, what is it?
What is it? What is it?
There's no...
Can you take care of Ruby? Huh?
Yeah, there's no like spark. There's no like... There's nothing firm to Devonta. It's very concerning. Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing a secret with him, having Ruby look after him, trusting something
I would feel comfortable having Ruby look after him. Yeah, I actually would feel comfortable with that.
But you know what I mean? Like, everything about Devonta is just like...
You know what he has? He has selling loan energy. He's a loan selling energy person. Can you imagine? Like you go down, you sit down, you got all your paperwork. He's like, oh, hi, Sharleen. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this looks like it's in order. I think we're going to be able to approve you for that loan. So congratulations. Come with me. We'll do the paperwork over here. He's got that energy, right? He's selling loans. He's not selling stocks. It's a little more exciting. He's not selling houses.
No.
He's not selling fancy cars. He's not selling watches.
Shout out Nick.
Yeah. He's selling loans.
Who I think has become a Shandy.
Yeah.
from season 9.
Is it possible he didn't watch the season?
Oh, watch our recaps? Probably not.
It would be, you know what? He'd be
Nick
a
Amato.
true Shandy if he did watch our recaps.
True. But I find Devonta completely devoid of any charisma.
You tell us how you really feel about him.
But I really feel Brittany deserves someone who is just so all in on her, especially she's so beautiful. She's too trusting. I think she moves through life like a Disney princess. It's like, oh, you're telling me you're still in this? Okay, I believe you.
No, it's
like, where has she been? Like, who else has she been dating? Men who tell the truth.
I have no idea. I don't know if this was the edit, but you got to put it. A lot of this is on Brittany. Like, and I'm not saying she's a wonderful person. She's a saint. I'm just saying she's got to look for signs a little better in the future.
Yeah.
There was nothing here ever.
Yeah. I mean, I think she will after this experience.
I hate to say this, and this is not taking anything away from Devonta's shittiness in this. I think he sucked.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
No.
Brittany's anger should be directed at herself.
In part.
Because this cannot happen again.
Yeah.
She cannot do this again.
Yeah.
On a TV show and not a TV show anywhere. This cannot happen again.
It's such a waste of her time.
Such a waste of time and such a waste of her heart. Every time she does this, her heart hardens up a little bit. And she's got such an open heart.
Well, and I see your point. Like, it's a waste of her time. And it's the kind of thing where if she doesn't learn from it, then it's always the guy's fault.
Yeah. Which
I do think it was Devonta's fault. I don't want anyone coming at us being like, oh.
No,
like,
no one's coming at us. We've said it's Devonta's fault 100 times.
Yeah, but I just feel like to have your time wasted is it takes two to tango.
And men need to be taught a lesson. It's paying it forward. If all women in the world stopped giving time to shitty men who weren't giving them anything, things would get better.
Then it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
They'd have to, rejigger their toolkit.
Yeah. So when Brittany's asked when she truly realized the relationship was over, she says 2.5 weeks after filming finished, she hadn't seen him. He had zero plans to see her. Andy, you called this.
Silence.
Although he wasn't, I think, as good as you thought he would be, which is to say, like, just give her the silent treatment entirely. Like,
he actually was even worse.
He should have just ghosted completely.
Yeah, he didn't ghost hard enough.
Instead, she texted asking him if he was out of this relationship, and he was like, "No, I'm still in this. I'm processing."
Oh, what an animal!
Oh my God!
What an animal!
Okay, so let's unpack this trip to Austin. God,
can you imagine the lack of testicles this man has to say that? There's no stakes on this. He met her on a TV show behind a wall. He's made it very clear he's not in it. All he has to say from a distance, not even in person, is, "Hey, listen, I'm out of this."
I think one of the issues with men like him is that they don't want to let it go because they don't want to regret.
They want to keep one little.
Yeah, they're just like, she's pretty, she's
they
great.
Like
she
the
really
attention.
loves. Yeah. Like, I think that's what annoys me more than anything. It's like, yeah, you didn't want to hurt her, sure. But that can't be the only reason.
So you didn't want to hurt her today so you could hurt her in a week or 2 weeks or a month?
I think that men like him have a hard time letting a girl go completely because then she's gone. He doesn't really want to set her
I know
free.
guys like this. Guys who keep just a little claw in a bunch of women just to keep the attention feed.
And just they
the
don't
constant feed at the trough of attention.
Yes, they don't want to fully shut it off because then they can't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was doing. Under the guise of being like, I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah, but that's assuming he didn't have a girlfriend already and he wasn't just stringing her on for absolutely no reason other than having no balls whatsoever.
How average is he? Is this what it's come to?
No, I don't know.
In the world of dating?
Yeah.
He's the one juggling women like Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so he goes to Austin.
Ooh, Austin, the dreaded Austin. Does he stay in Austin? How long was he in Austin for? Where was he in Austin?
Well, so turns out he goes to Austin with clique number 2, Bri, Ashley, and Priyanka. Ooh, the shit disturbers.
Those dirty bitches.
Why wasn't Connor on this trip? Connor's like, I thought it was a girl's trip.
That's amazing.
Andy, you called Connor a sitcom character.
Yes.
I can really see it.
Yeah.
He's wearing the same outfit every time.
100%. He comes in He comes in through the door, says something matter of fact that's funny.
Yes.
And the live studio audience applauds and
leaves.
laughs.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves.
This becomes Bri and Ashley defending going on this trip with him. Turns out he kind of sort of invited himself. They were going and he was like, oh, I like that artist. I'm going to come see that concert too. But then he stayed with Priyanka the first night because his Airbnb hadn't confirmed and they thought that was a little fishy. And Priyanka's like, I didn't want him to stay with me. What was I going to do? Like, let him sleep. I told him he couldn't stay with me. Do you think he was trying to? I don't think he was trying to hook up with anyone.
I think he just loves Rufus.
Is that
the man loves Rufus.
Was that the artist?
I believe so.
Rufus who?
Rufus. It's just Rufus.
Really?
I think that's the name
Was
of the
that the
band.
name of the artist? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure.
I had never heard of
Devonta is a huge Rufus fan. Maybe their number one fan.
I actually don't feel like Devonta was necessarily trying to hook up with any of these women.
Oh, but he could have taken it if he had it. If it was offered, he might have taken it.
Well, yeah, because that's the kind of guy he is. But I actually think it's more likely that he was just looking for a free ride.
Yeah, he wanted to see Rufus. I'm not joking
but I also
around.
think he just didn't want to pay for.
He wanted to see Rufus as cheaply as possible.
Okay, so Brittany feels girl code was broken. Turns out Amber told her. And how did Amber find out? Jordan. And then when Jordan's asked how he found out, he's like, I don't remember. Do we believe
Connor
him?
obviously told Jordan, right? Isn't that how it worked?
But I thought it was very telling that Jordan shut it down there.
Yeah. Jordan's not drama.
No, he's
Jordan's
really not.
just, he's like, Jordan is exactly what you think he is.
I like Jordan.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He got involved in this stupid show. I don't know why.
Jordan is tied for my second favorite guy of the season.
Favorite guy being Alex. Just kidding.
Okay, so do we agree with Brittany that girl code was broken?
Yeah. I think there was a lot of breaking of girl code through this season. And I agree with your clique theory.
I am not buying. They're like, yeah, we're all close. No, you're not.
They are talking about each other constantly. There's a group text. There's 2 group texts solely dedicated to shit talking the other 3.
Yes. Bri, Priyanka, and Ashley, I think, are the slightly more mean ones.
Yeah, they're the mean
That's
girls.
the vibe I'm getting. And the other ones are like, oh, you're a woman? Like, we're defending each other.
There's no question that's the case.
Yes.
It's mean girls versus nice girls.
Yes.
100%.
Okay, so now Brittany's dad gets the mic. He says he hopes Devonta learns from this. I didn't
know it was going to happen. I was like, ooh.
But it was
this
actually
could be
very
ugly.
touching where he was like, you're getting a lot of heat. Like, I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
And that you actually learn from this. And he's like, did you lie to me when you said you were ready to marry my daughter? And it's very intense, but everything he was saying was true. It didn't feel like he was trying to destroy him. It felt like he was just like, keep track of your words. Like, your words should carry weight. When you say something, you should mean what you say.
Yeah.
When you commit to something, you should mean that you commit to something. Like, your word. That's what I feel like is missing from a lot of men today, is the connection of words to actions and actual conviction and belief.
So let me ask you a question. Brittany's dad, Devonta, in a 10 by 10 cell, no laws for 15 minutes. Brittany's dad has a bat. What happens?
I don't know. Devontae's pretty.
Oh, you think he takes him down even with a bat? Yeah, you might be right.
Sturdy.
Yeah. I think the age factor is going to come in too.
I do not want that to be the outcome, and I do think Brittany's father has like.
I wasn't really saying who wins that fight. That wasn't exactly, but I appreciate your thoughts on that. I was saying, does her father go at him?
No.
Or is he not that kind of guy?
No.
No laws.
No,
Whatever happens.
I think Brittany's father's a lover.
I think you're right.
And that's why Brittany's such a lover. But there's not enough discernment, I feel like. Part of my issue with Brittany's father, actually, when Devonta met the family, is he was like, so are you head over heels for my daughter? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, great.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds good to me.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah, it's just like so trusting. And you can see where Brittany gets it. And I hate it when people who are trusting are punished for being trusting. But that is what has happened here.
Yeah, I don't think her dad has ever been exposed to that level of, treachery, so to speak.
I agree. Okay, so Andy, moving on now. Oh, Zach and Bliss from season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, this was really...
Yeah, this is a curveball. I didn't see this one coming.
This is intense.
But they were going to keep it light.
Yeah, so it turns out he was very close with his now late grandmother. And before she passed away, someone told her the gender of the baby they're now expecting. And they showed the video of her saying the gender.
Yeah.
And they found out on TV with everyone the gender of the baby she's carrying.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, I think this was meant to be really beautiful, but I was kind of like...
it was pretty heavy duty for this reunion.
Yeah, it was a little...
The tone might have been a little off.
It was a bit of a tone shift.
Yeah, very jagged tone shift.
Yes, and even though it's like, oh, that's touching, I was kind of like...
Maybe this wasn't the right venue for that.
It felt private.
I felt like that was the ultimate private moment.
And actually, it's funny because I remember saying...
What are you supposed to do? Be like, yay, boy!
Yeah.
Like, oh, and my condolences.
Yeah, exactly. The person delivering the news is now...
Yeah, there was something a little weird with that. But you know what? The thought was there.
Well, okay, so I have thoughts on this because I think one thing I said to you, because when we see all these couples, I'm like, I hardly remember them. I'm like, we don't see much of them. Oh, like Amy and the guy's name, I forget. Like, we never see anything of them.
No.
But Zach and Bliss, I feel like Zach and Bliss, it's always Zach and Bliss, Zach and Bliss.
No, why are everyone's obsessed with Zach and Bliss?
So I think it's in part because Zach and Bliss do things like this.
Oh.
Like they're really playing the game.
They commit hard to the social.
They're like, not only are we one of the marrieds.
Yeah.
And one of the ones who have had a baby. Well, we're going to do our gender reveal on the reunion announced by his now late grandmother.
Yeah.
Like that's really intense.
That's commitment.
That's
no one
commitment.
else is showing that kind of commitment.
No one else is committing that hard.
Funny. Amy's like, on live TV right now, I am going to cut my ear off to express my love.
I can't.
Is that how you do it? You just slow, or is it more like a...
I guess it depends how sharp the knife is.
Van Gogh, I would think it was slow.
Okay, so now we're back to Vic and Christine. Their pet beefs. She has a million socks. Yeah. Andy, she's just like you.
Yeah.
They're gifted.
Are they fun, though?
Are they fun socks?
We don't know. Are they just socks?
No, I think
like
it's the
socks.
opposite of you in that your socks are all form, no function.
Right.
And her socks are all
like
function.
All comfy and good socks. Yeah, I respect that too. Any sock game is good.
They're gifted a honeymoon to who knows where.
Yeah, to TurboTax Island.
Turbotaxia.
Yeah, there you go. The TurboTaxians will welcome you with grace.
They are invited to sit now with the marrieds. And now...
Actually, that's a good name for a horror movie.
Totally.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
The marrieds.
That's a great name.
Yeah. It's a good name.
Or a band name.
Anything where it's a plural of something that you usually don't see is plural is a good horror movie name. Name any word plural that usually is not plural and put the in front of it and say it. Just pick any word. Pick any word that usually isn't plural.
Oh, that's really hard. Why can't I think of something?
Just think of anything.
Because it can't, not a noun then.
Anything.
Any noun can be.
Like
the sky.
No. It's stupid. It's a stupid one.
It's hard on the spot.
There's never multiple skies.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, but there doesn't exist. There can be marrieds. It has to be something that can be plural, but is never used as plural. Almost never.
I actually would argue the opposite. The sky. Oh, flying the skies. They're up in the skies.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah.
But then skies is a commonly used word with a plural. So you got to think of something else.
You think of one.
That's tough.
The liables.
Liable?
The eligibles.
The injureds.
The culpables.
Hurried.
The hurrieds.
The hurrieds.
I like it.
Scary. You'd see that.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay, so now we have Forrest Black and Joy Williams singing You'll Be the Proof with a slideshow of photos of the marrieds. Legitimately good song.
Excellent.
We enjoyed the harmony so much we watched it twice. And now I'm going to talk Best Dressed because I have a couple of Best Dressed.
Let's hear it.
I absolutely loved Vic's suit.
Oh, Vic.
He
can't do anything wrong.
No, that color. And I know that he and Christine sort of matched, but if I'm completely honest, I preferred his suit on him than her dress on her. The color was beautiful on her, and her hair and makeup, she looked absolutely divine. I just thought the top of hers combined, like the texture difference between the top and bottom of her dress and the neckline of her dress didn't really do it for me. But his suit, it had this like sheen to it, and that color was like a grayish brown. It just looked so good on him.
Yeah.
And then I loved Ashley's red lace dress.
Oh yeah, it was good.
The long sleeve. It was like very va-va-voom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she went full Jessica Rabbit in this dress. It looked really great. And finally, I loved Brittany's look. I think Brittany might have been my best dressed. You know what she understood was the styling, the full look. She had her hair. It was like so curly. It was like big and like fabulously up. And then a very like a bodycon black strapless dress with like embellishments. She looked stunning.
Oh yeah. I mean, her DMs got to be getting lit up right now, right?
I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, she looked amazing. Okay, so Andy, overall thoughts on the season?
You know, overall, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good, but mainly because of bad stuff.
Yeah, but that's always what makes a season good.
I know. I mean, Vic and Christine was a nice palate cleanser.
Yes.
Really. I think that's got serious legs. We had probably the best villain we've seen since we started watching the franchise.
Mm-hmm. He's the best villain we've watched, like we've recapped since Devin from Jen Tran's Bachelorette season.
Yes. I mean, I was looking forward to this reunion more than past reunions.
Andy was ready with his popcorn, you guys.
I did have corn. A nice corn. It was a good corn.
It is a good corn.
Yeah.
We only get the very best.
Yeah.
Popcorn, good popcorn.
You got to get good corn.
There's no comparison between good popcorn and bad popcorn.
No. And you're so disappointed when you have bad popcorn.
I know.
It leaves you wanting more so badly.
I know. Okay. So finally, Andy, who would we go for? Now that it's all said and done. That's actually hard.
It's very hard.
No, I know who I would go for.
You'd go for Jordan.
No.
You'd go for Vic?
No.
Wait. Who's left? Oh, Connor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Very
Yeah.
good. I go for Connor. I think that's really tough.
I'm telling you with my eyes.
Christine.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I just have to make a couple of changes. I got to go to church every Sunday. I can do that.
You have to convert.
I can do it. It's not bad. That's fine. I'll do it. I'll do like, cake baking things.
Bake sales?
Bake sales.
What does that have to do with it?
Don't churches do a lot of bake sales?
I don't know.
I think they do.
But I do think Christine, you would go for Christine. Christine is, you could tell she's easy to be in a relationship with.
Easy.
Vic is up there for me too. There's something quirky about, I like a diamond in the rough. What can I say?
Connor's for you.
He is. I like that he never knows what's going on. It reminds me of myself. I never know what's going on either. Okay, Andy, that is a wrap. Not only for this recap, but for this whole season.
It's a good one.
Shandy's, thank you so much for following along with us. And if you're new here, please stick around. We have a Q&A coming out next week in case you want to check out our regular programming. Otherwise, we will see you in 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks for The Bachelorette. Yes, a big
crossover.
Season. That's right. And until then, if you enjoyed what you heard today, you know what we will ask of you, and that is to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on Instagram and
TikTok,
leave us Apple and
Spotify
podcast ratings and reviews. Tell your friends, hit the hype button, and generally do all the things you would do to support a podcast you enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on... Yes, boo-boo. Come to mommy. Yes. Oh my God. Say hi to the Shandys. Say hi. Say hi. Oh my God. She smells so good. Okay, go to Daddy.
Hello. Oh, what are you doing?
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Dear Shandy. Bye-bye.